Just a note, for a few of these I will be using clips from another series of mine, the top 15 grudge matches of all time. If you like this series, I'm sure you'll like that too, so be sure to check it out. Number 13, Arsonal vs. DNA. Released May 4th, 2013. Event, Don't Flop's Checkpoint. Originally, this battle was supposed to go down on Time is Money Battle League in June 2011. Time is Money is a short-lived New York City battle league where TRex vs. DNA went down. For more info on Time is Money Battle League, be sure to check out my other video series, Short-Lived Battle Rap Leagues. Needless to say, this battle did not go down in 2011. However, it's pretty interesting that this battle hadn't happened sooner. Both are kings of views in battle rap, both are among the most mainstream of battle rappers, both know how to appeal to diverse audiences, and Newark and Queens are very close to one another. The battle was announced close to 4 months in advance. The two went back and forth on Twitter for months and months, and Arsonal dissed DNA and his mother versus his battle with Charlie Clips in January.
I say that to say this, no disrespect, my nigga, not for Nathan, but I got a date with the nastiest, ugliest bitch on this planet, and I ain't trying to keep DNA mama waiting.
Although content-wise the battle wasn't the best seen from either, the crowd was extremely live and the production was on point.
Conquer my fear through blood, sweat, and tears. In these battles I went to wars with it. Over the years I opened some ears, met a few stars in it. The last words I used was all ended with arson.
And most importantly, both battlers got through customs, since this battle did take place in the UK. Arsonal, being the extremely active battler that he is, has battled 31 times since. Now if you don't find that impressive, what if we double it? DNA has battled 62 times, more depending on which battles you count, since this battle. Number 12, Sue Surf vs. Conceded. Released December 25th, 2012. Event, URL Armageddon. Right after. Originally this battle was scheduled for URL Armageddon. It was supposed to be a battle between two very different but two very similar battlers. Differently, Surf had more of a street theme to him, while Conceded focused more on his wittiness. Similarly, they both had powerful deliveries and strong performances. Both had recently faced a member of Dot Mob and Summer Madness 1. And most importantly for this list, both were and still are extremely popular battlers. There was also the issue of slow it down versus put it in subtitles. As discussed in this battle, these two were very similar concepts. However, not everything went as planned for this battle. Webster Hall did not host Armageddon, seemingly last minute. I remember calling to inquire about this event because I was going to go, and the representative told me on the phone that if URL did not find another venue, the event would be canceled. This was shocking as URL had several successful events at Webster Hall. Put on their toes, URL had to last minute change the venue to Gramercy Theater. Besides the fact that this was a last minute change, there was also another issue. Webster Hall holds thousands. This while Gramercy Theater has a 500-person capacity. Too many people showed up and a bunch of fights and arguments happened in line and the police got involved. However, things calmed down briefly and it looked like the event was still going to happen. JC vs. Young Ill went down. Following this, however, the chaos kind of continued and the event eventually did get shut down. However, URL, with the help of Poison Pen, found the Pyramid Club in East Village, Manhattan, and Conceded and Surf was still able to go down as a one-off that night.
Catch them close range, then the stomach shots. Right now, after 5, I'll leave a Staples Center, Mike Brown. Little niggas like you where I'm from get hemped up. He battled Tall T and said he'd pass the Glock to Fox. And then what?
Number 11, Hitman Holla vs. Averb. Released March 21st, 2012. Event, St. Louis King of the Arch. In 2007, Averb founded World War, a platform for battle rap located in St. Louis. This was accompanied by the earlier formation of Street Status by Antonio O. Weston. Street Status was a hip-hop center DVD based out of St. Louis, with the roster including names like Averb, Hitman Holla, then called Young Holla, Young Ill, Remy D, G Soulja, Juicezilla, and several others. Battle rap in St. Louis blew up. In early 2009, Averb, Young Ill, and Hitman Holla were invited to fly to New York City to face off with Head Ice, Goods, and Arsonal on Loaded Lux's Lion's Den. None of these battles happened, however, but Averb's legendary street battle versus SB increased buzz about St. Louis battle rap in general. Hitman and Averb continued to grow their buzz, with the two battling Rich Dollars and Hollow the Don respectively in 2009 in St. Louis. Following the formation of the Ultimate Rap League, Averb and Hitman Holla would continue to put on for St. Louis, with Averb facing Midwest Miles and Math Hoffa, and Hitman facing Big T, Cortez, and Arsonal over the course of the next year. With both of their success, it was requested by many for the two to battle. At Summer Madness 2 versus Charlie Clips, Averb mentioned this by famously saying,
"You niggas keep screaming y'all want that Holla versus Verb. Put up that Guala, it's nothing, and I will not serve."
Despite generally being considered the leader of St. Louis battle rap at this time, with his role in Street Status and the early battles with Hollow, Math, Miles, and SB, this hegemonic position started to become less and less solid over time for Verb, with Verb having a disappointing loss versus Charlie Clips at Summer Madness 1, and Hitman having a large amount of success on his own, clinching the first million-view battle on URL. This position became less clear. Debate among fans was heavy. Who had done more for St. Louis? Who was the face of the Midwest? Who had a better resume? Who was better? And with that came a natural tension, and that tension would later boil over onto Twitter. In late September 2011, responding to a tweet about who Loaded Lux had called first for Lion's Den, Hitman Holla tweeted that it was not Verb, but himself who had. Verb tweeted back with this response. This minor disagreement over who had essentially been the first to put on for St. Louis in New York swelled into a full-on argument, with both battlers ending up using personal attacks against one another. And the battle rap world had a lot to say about the argument and the potential for this battle to go down. I won't go into huge detail in this battle because we've all seen it at least 100 times. If you haven't, go watch it. The tension was apparent, the power struggle was there, and it was a constant theme of the battle. Both battlers came with 3 rounds of nearly perfect written and delivered material. I could be wrong about this, but I don't remember a single, even minor stumble throughout this entire battle. On top of that, we got to see the biggest crowd reactions of all time and Hitman do his first remix. The setting for the battle was perfect, and it was in St. Louis. The battle couldn't have happened anywhere else and had the same feel. Secondly, the crowd to me was absolutely perfect for this battle. They weren't biased, they weren't one-sided, they really were showing both love, and the reactions that they were giving up were absolutely humongous, and well-deserved at the same time. Hitman and Verb would soon put their differences behind them, and they would continue to put on for St. Louis. Number 10, Hitman Holla vs. Arsonal. Released December 25th, 2010. Event, URL's December 12th, 2010 event. The East Coast and the Midwest have always had a rivalry in battle rap that has ranged from friendly to serious. Ironically, arguably the biggest Midwest to East Coast grudge match of all time featured somebody from New Jersey, not New York City. Hitman Holla vs. Arsonal was a battle that was years in the making. With the formation of Street Status and St. Louis as a formidable opponent to the East Coast, the rivalry began. Eventually, this rivalry pitted St. Louis battler Hitman Holla versus Newark battler Arsonal. The battle between the two was supposed to go down in Lion's Den in March 2009, but never did. Then, Arsonal beat out Hitman Street Status and St. Louis companion Remy D at the Fight Club. Then, the blog started happening.
If you the man, you know what I'm saying, why you not going out the Rex? Like, if you that close to Rex, why you not going out the Rex? If I was where you was at, me and Rex would have battled 5 times by now. So if you niggas think y'all hot, come to St. Louis. Y'all yelling all that farm shit. We the city where rappers come to get on a plane with 1 less chain. Fuck St. Louis. Fuck your big homie. Fuck Nelly. Fuck Jaquan. Fuck Jibs. Fuck Chingy. Fuck Baby Huey. And fuck Hollow. Fuck Verb. Fuck Ill. And fuck Word War. Nigga, this nigga talking about he could go to school and come back Gucci this part of that. Nigga, you had on a glittery NBA shirt. In a rope chain. In a fucking rope chain that was 14 karat cubic. Hey, also, hold. If you supposed to be a real goonie and you got real OGs, they should have told you that wasn't a good look. Now you can't step a pinky toe nowhere past Midwest. We gonna pay for y'all to bring 15 niggas down here. We'll pay you first. Y'all gonna ride first class too. We're gonna pay you first class trip to get down here. What else? First class, you get first class 5-star hotel to sleep in.
4 seasons.
Oh, but it's a one-way ticket.
Battle rap, I'ma tear this nigga head apart, and that's what it is. Hey, my nigga Hitman, bitches don't fuck with you, niggas don't fuck with you, and I promise you, I swear to God, the South don't fuck with you. You's a Midwest nigga, you country niggas keep doing that Nelly dance.
The Ultimate Rap League eventually set up this battle as the main event for their December 12, 2010 card. The battle was highly personal and very tense.
Your son, he a nice kid, and I know he like his pops. I'll introduce him to that nightstick, cause I know he watches cops. To prevent his ass from acting wild, I should have pistol whipped your baby mother belly button while she was pregnant with your faggot child. Whoa.
Arsonal swapping down, he clapped text. I remember like it was yesterday. He said, at the next URL event, I'ma smack Rex. Well, make a long story short, I walked in, spotted both of them. I said, oh shit.
Following the battle, Arsonal and Hitman Holla put their differences behind them. Arsonal came to St. Louis only a few years later, and the two have appeared on Wildin' Out together. Number 9, John John the Don vs. Hitman Holla. Released September 25, 2012. Event Summer Madness 2. Hitman Holla's on-camera battling career began during the Fight Club 2007 US tour, when he faced off versus Remy D. However, he didn't really make a name for himself until he started battling on Street Status, the St. Louis-based battle format. With this, Hitman then began to battle on the URL, facing names such as Big T, Cortez, Arsonal, Hollow the Don, and Averb.
Brought him outside. I told him, bitch, nigga, man, no. He was like, man. I said, man, what? He was like, nah, I'm just saying. You saying what?
In just over 3 years, and by the time of Summer Madness 2, Hitman Holla had clinched the first million-view battle on URL, had one of the highest average view counts, was a fan favorite, and had become a star. This was Atlanta and Yonkers-based battler John John the Don's goal. John John made his way up through Grind Time, particularly through Grind Time, Georgia, facing names such as Troy Brown, Lotta Zay, Bricks Belvedere, and Moneybags. But things were less and less stable at Grind Time during this time. Between 2010 and late 2011, most of Grind Time's leadership had resigned from their positions, and there were other significant internal issues. At the same time, URL was growing fast and gaining a huge following. So John John moved to URL and participated in their first ever Proving Ground class. John John would go on to battle B Magic, Bill Collector, and QP. The theme for this battle was this. It was an established star versus an up-and-comer who wanted his spot.
Hold on. Now you got everything to lose. In no game, you gave me the shot, so I'm taking it. Close range, I can't.
This battle also posed an interesting question to battle rap fans. If some of the battlers' best lines in a battle were remixes of other battlers, how much credit do they deserve? Fans struggled with this, with some saying that it was creative and personalized, while others saying it was neither. Following this battle, John John the Don achieved his goal, and is now a main stage battle rapper. Number 8, Chiron vs. Zico. Released June 28, 2013. Event, Flip Top's Tectonics 2 event. Now you will remember that one of the requirements for this video is that the battles mentioned need to be in English. Chiron vs. Zico puts that requirement on its head. Chiron vs. Zico was the first of its kind. It is a rap battle between two battlers using completely different languages. Chiron was using English and Zico was using Tagalog, the language of the Philippines. Among the live crowd, many seemed to understand both. However, for the home viewer, Flip Top did something interesting. They subtitled both. With both subtitles in English and Tagalog,
Hindi ko napigilan, gagawa ko ng bagong palatuntunan. Kikidnapin ko nanay mo, itatayo ko ng bagong bahay palakantutan. ₱5 lang yung tambay. Tapos may bonus na 2 oras yung mga senior citizen na tatay.
both Filipinos and the English-speaking world can enjoy this battle. Number 7, TRex vs. Young Ill. Released January 19, 2012. Event, Battle America's Monster Brawl. On October 29, 2011, St. Louis had a rare home game versus New York City. While Conceded, Rich Dollars, and Hollow the Don had made the trek to St. Louis to battle, no other prominent New York City battler had. Battle America's Monster Brawl event changed this, with the card in St. Louis featuring K-Shine vs. Big Will, Goods vs. Hitman Holla, B-Magic vs. Pooh Bear, and T-Rex vs. Young Ill. St. Louis once again had the home court advantage. The last mention of these battles would become Battle America's crown jewels, Young Ill vs. T-Rex. People were blown away with how phenomenal this battle was, from such a small and new league. It was even more surprising considering the format. This was a single round battle.
That gangster shit he shouldn't try here. Cause I'm keeping it real. Nigga could die here. We brung them nines here. You know them hammers is on deck when them plane tickets was paid for and we ain't fly here.
Widely considered to be the best one-round battle of all time, this battle's success led to even more one-round battles and a resurgence of popularity of it. Once considered to almost be a waste of time, one-round battles became quite fashionable for quite a while following this battle.